Okay, here we have problem set one, where we, have to find the amount um, of the minimum monthly payment when the balance is 5,000 and the interest rate is 0.18 and the monthly payment rate is 0.02. So here we have defined functions, declaring balance and minimum rate as being the parameters for it. Then it's returning the product of the balance and minimum rate. Then we have a new function right here of unpaid balance and monthly interest paid balance. And then we're calculating a formula in order to get the new balance of that. We're defining another monthly unpaid balance to find the previous balance as well. And the new unpaid balance basically of how much we're not paying with this function right here. And with the monthly interest rate equaling annual interest rate divided by 12, we're setting that so that way we have an actual way to get this and to apply to the problem. Sum payment equals 0, and then we're now going into a for statement to where, since it's in range of how many months are in a year, it's going to print this amount. It's going to print like the month blank, and it's going to tell us the minimum monthly payment and the remaining balance for that month. And it's going to go by in, I think, 12 iterations. And so this is the entire for loop to determine that. And so we print out the total paid, the total amount of payments that gets rounded up to a certain decimal point, and the remaining balance that also gets rounded up to a certain decimal point. And here is the output. The remaining balance is $4,691.11. That's problem one. For problem two, we have the payment equaling 10, and we're trying to figure out the lowest payment of the month. And so, sorry about that. Figuring out the lowest payment of the month. Apologies. Figuring out the lowest payment of just in general. And so we're having a while statement, having a Boolean value be true. So while this entire thing remains true, we're going to calculate this formula using the for and if and else statements. And then it's going to break that off. And so right here, we get the lowest payment being $52. And with problem three, we're trying to find a faster way in order to get the lowest payment and also have it to where it's more precise rather than it just being a generic and a basic rounded lowest payment. So here we have the balance, same thing as the interest rates as like seen up here. But we do change the while statement. So while this is true, it goes to the same iteration as this right here. But if the balance is lower than this bound right here, I'm just going to print the lowest payment being rounded up to 2, and then it's going to break. But then the else if tells us that the low bound is 0.1, and if it's greater than that, it's going to set low equal to payment. And if the new balance is lower than 0.1, it's going to set the high bound equal to payment. And so payment finally equals the low plus high divided by 2, and then we get the lowest payment being 451.63, and I would say that's the problem set 2.